Hey, kia ora, Helen Bromsek and your live from Surprise, Arizona. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1458. 2 sleeps and we get to celebrate 4 years. Yay! Oh, tonight's episode is called Sometimes You Just Have to Hit Pause. Yesterday we talked about the emotional roller coaster that had gone through after ending a week of classes and things, and just being from the stress and everything else with the learning and the head just swimming with, I even ended up with a headache on that one. So today we got up and I don't know, it was just, yesterday I said I was just going to just take the day as it came, and that's basically what we did. We hit pause on everything. This is the first time today I have been on the computer. I was like, oh, yes, I haven't been on the computer today. So yeah, this is my first time on the computer today. I haven't looked at any email. I've done a little tiny bit of social media, but not really. We're just taking the day as it's come. And the first thing I always do when I get out of bed in the morning is I make the bed. Yeah, not this morning. I just most mornings I make the bed. There are mornings when I get up and I strip the bed and then make it with fresh, clean sheets and all that sort of stuff as well. So sometimes it takes a little longer to make the bed because we strip it first. But usually if I strip it, I then leave it till later in the day, let the mattress air out and all that sort of stuff. But no, not today. I had a brand new mattress cover thingy to put on because the one that they sold me with the bed is so noisy. And I hadn't gotten around to replacing it, so I finally got a new one, which is meant to keep you cool during the night, adjust the body temperature and all that sort of stuff. And it's no feathers, because this girl can't do feathers. But we'll see tonight how it goes. So fresh new sheets, everything, new mattress cover thing. So we'll see how that goes. I've been wanting to get one for a while, and I finally got myself one. So that was another reason to strip the bed this morning. Not only the fact it was Saturday, because I always do that on Saturdays. It was also because I had my new mattress protector thing. So I didn't let the bed, I just made it up. And I was just sort of like, just go with the day wherever it directed. When we came out to the kitchen, we had breakfast. Steffi went and sat outside for a while in the sun as it was coming up. And then I went and showered and got dressed, and we went out for our walk. It was warm. It was in the 90s. For those back in New Zealand, that's in the 40s. And then we went, and then we came back home, and I was like, oh. And what did I do? Oh, yeah, put laundry on. I just had a day of just going with the flow. If I felt like taking a nap, if I just felt like sitting down and not doing anything, I did that. If I went, I need to go change the stuff from the washing machine to the dryer, I went and I did that. There's still stuff sitting in the dryer to be folded. I put away a whole bunch of laundry today. Got everything all hung up in the closet. So I did some work in the closet. Where else did I do work? I did a little bit of work in the back here and behind the curtains. Yes, it still looks messy, but trying to figure out how, with the space that I have and how everything's laid out, how I want to get it to how I want to get it, which boxes I'm unpacking and all that sort of stuff. So we just had a nice quiet day. And then this afternoon I sat down and watched a couple of episodes of SWAT and took a nap. Wasn't really a nap, that was more of a snooze. But yeah, it's just been a day where I've hit pause, where I haven't, yes, there is stuff I can do to catch up from the week, but I just wasn't in the right frame of mind. My brain is still processing all of this information that came in over the week, and it's got the ideas running like rampant in there. So I just needed to not concentrate on anything and just roll with the day, which is what we've done today. We haven't even had lunch yet. Sort of like, oh yeah, lunch, yes, we're going to do that thing. I was like, we'll treat ourselves. So, we finished our class, we'll go out, we'll get some lunch and come back. And then I looked at the time and went, oh crap, it's 6:00. So we're not exactly sure where the day went today. Hey, Zeph girl. Yeah, she spent most of her day in here on the recliner. And I just let her be, and then she's just come back in from spending 10 minutes laying outside in no sun because the sun's already off the backyard. So as soon as we finish here, we'll go for a walk, and then we'll hop in the car and go and get some probably fish and chips for dinner. Yes, we haven't done that for a while. Fish and chips will be good. We'll do that. We'll go get fish and chips tonight, Zeph. Oh, you've put that there, have you? Her little strip of rawhide she's been carrying around, she's eaten half of it. The other half is now sitting on a pile of books. Good girl. But some days you just got to hit pause, because there are times that there's so much stuff that we stress about, and it's not just the brains, it's also stress on the body as well. So we just have to take a step back, hit the pause button, and just basically just go with the flow of the day. Don't have any plans or anything. Like, I really wasn't planning on changing my sheets today. Yesterday I thought about it and thought, oh, it's Saturday tomorrow. Change sheet. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We'll do that on Sunday. And we get up in the morning. What do? I strip that, without even thinking about it. So everything we have done today hasn't really been thought about, except for it being in the moment. So not something like, okay, I'm going to do this, then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. Yeah, no, except for walking the dog. That's kind of one of those. But the timing was sort of like, oh, let's go take the dog for a walk now. I filled up the trash can. I filled up the trash cans with stuff I've been having laying around the house, because I've got like broken up boxes in areas around the house that I need to put out. And I've got a whole, if you go in my garage, this whole wall along here has broken boxes, broken down boxes and things. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with those? Because it's not going to fit in the, it's going to be filling up the recycling bin for the next several months. I don't know what to do with them. Maybe I'll pile them as many as I can in the car and take them to a recycling center or something that does recycling on cardboard. Maybe that's what I'll do with them. Yeah. But, it was just sort of like, there wasn't anything. The only thing I had planned today was walk the dog and do my Zoom and do my podcast. And that was it. Everything else was, feel like eating? Yeah, what do I feel like eating? About making a sandwich? No. So I just grabbed an ice cream and that was it. Or grabbed a protein shake. Did a protein shake and that was that. And, so I haven't really eaten today. So did have yummy breakfast though. I have this really yummy keto cereal stuff. It's a blueberry and cinnamon flavor. So it's got dried blueberries in it and cinnamon. And then it's got all these seeds in it, like pumpkin seed and chia seeds and what other seeds? It's got some other seeds in it. It's just a really good mix, and there's no nuts. Oh, hang on. There's pecans or walnuts in there. It's either pecans or walnuts. I can't remember which that's in there. I think it's walnuts. But there's no like peanuts and almonds and cashews or anything like that. It's either just walnuts or pecans. It's one of those two. What else is in there? There's pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flaxseed. I'm trying to remember what else. The dried blueberries, the cinnamon. It's got 0 sugar in it, sweetened with monk fruit. And you have like about 1/3 of a cup of that. So I have that, and I put some cranberries over top of it and some cacao nibs. And then instead of using milk, I used protein shake. So yeah, got more protein in it that way. Always good fun. And then I had a mushroom coffee to go with it. If you don't know what mushroom coffee is, they make a coffee with mushrooms in it. Different types of mushrooms for different types of things. I don't remember which brew I had, but I don't use creamer in it. I use protein shake. And that works very well. And then I have coconut sugar, which I use to sweeten it with. And yeah, that was basically my breakfast this morning. And I'm sort of like, lunch. Lunch was ice cream, an ice cream bar. I don't think I had anything else with that. No, I didn't. So that's all I've had to eat today. Water, lots of water. Yeah, feeling pretty good. In fact, I felt the best I've felt all week. And I don't think I got that much sleep last night. But I feel the best I have felt all week, because I didn't have that stress of like, oh, I have to get up. I have to be online by this time. I have to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then getting through everything and then worrying about staying awake because I didn't get enough sleep the night before and all that. So today was just a hit and pause and just in the moment looking around going, oh, I can go do that. Or, oh, I'm going to go sit and read. Or, oh, I'm going to go do this. Or I'm going to go play a game on my iPad and watch a couple of episodes of SWAT. And so that's basically how the day's gone. And there's days that you just need to step back and do that. And I know some of you are going to say, yeah, but we've got kids. Yeah. If there's 2 of you, you get a day off. You take one day off, they take the other day off. Or you just let the day go as it's going to go. Yes, you're going to have to feed the kids. Maybe. Depending on their ages. Have them make lunch. Oh, that's always fun. remember making scones one time for dinner. That was awesome. Just growing up and taking turns with meals or helping with the meals and that sort of thing. There was times my mum was like, oh, I'm not going to cook tonight. We're just going to have leftovers. And I'm so like, I'm fine. I'm down with that. I'm down with leftovers. Leftovers are always good. Always good. Leftovers. I like leftovers. That's one thing that I've, because people go, oh, you have to cook for, oh, how is it cooking for one? And I go, I don't cook for one. They're, what do you mean? I cook a meal. It may feed 2 to 4 people, but then I have leftovers. And so like, really? I'm so like, yeah. Why do I have to plan every single meal for every single day when I can do a bulk cook? Like when I do the pulled pork. Ooh, that reminds me, I've got pork I can cook up tonight. When I do the pulled pork, that will last me, 3 or 4 days. Yes, I'll eat it for lunch and dinner every day, but I don't put sauce. I cook it in sauce, but I don't really mix it with sauce. I mix whatever portion I've got. So I can throw different types of sauces in there with it each day. I can throw different types of vegetables in there with it. I can put some quinoa in there. Just mix it up and put different things with it to eat it, to make it healthy and yum and delicious and that sort of thing. And sometimes I'll put it on bread. Sometimes I'll just eat it out of the bowl, and it's all good. So if you're like me and you're by yourself and you're having to cook, or you don't like cooking because you don't like cooking for one, cook for 2, 3, or 4 people and put the leftovers in the freezer. There's ways that you can do that too. There's a whole bunch of really cool books out there that where you do a meal plan thing for like a month, and you just have a weekend of cooking, and you do all the meal prep and stuff, and it shows you how to put them in the freezer, how to get them ready to go into the freezer. So when you're ready, you just take them out, thaw them out, heat them up in a pot. Or those that want to use the microwave can use the microwave. And then you've got a meal ready to go, and you didn't have to do anything really, because you've done all that prep at the beginning of the month. Yes, it means doing one big large shop, and then during the month you just do like fresh vegetables and fresh fruits throughout the month, just to keep the greens, to keep the fresh vegetables going. But basically you really don't have to cook anything if you do that. I have a really good cookbook on all of that. I haven't unpacked it yet. It's somewhere in my boxes. But I found my paleo book, which is good. Everyday Paleo. And there's some really cool, fun recipes in that. And I'm like looking at one of my favorite ones for like just a snack. It's made with dates, and you put them in the blender, and I went, not the blender, the food processor. And I thought, oh, I don't have a food processor. We sold that. At least I think we did. Pretty sure we did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got most of the kitchen stuff done. Pretty sure I sold the food processor, but I'm not buying another one until I get all the boxes unpacked. That's the thing, is I'm making this list of I need a food processor, I need a mixer. Now I know I don't have a mixer because I sold that. I went to Mexico. This woman came and bought it for her sister because her sister wanted a KitchenAid, and so I'd had the thing for like, how long did I had that thing? About, let's see, that was 2019. So I'd had that thing like 20 years. It had that thing about 20 years. And it still worked like it was brand new. It still had all of the pieces with it and everything else. And so I put it out there for like $50. Some woman came and got it, and I had some cookbooks that I put in with it. So for $50, she got the KitchenAid, and she got like about 4 or 5 cookbooks to go with it. Ones that had like dessert recipes, and where you would use the KitchenAid a lot for that, for the mixer. And she told me she was taking it down to Mexico because her sister had wanted a KitchenAid, but it was too expensive to buy in Mexico. So she wanted to know if her sister could get one from here and bring it down. And she says, this is the best deal ever. I said, well, it goes with good blessings to the next home, and that it provides many years of service to the next owner of this. And she was kind of touched by that. So yeah, so I definitely need a mixer at some point. But I did find my whisks, and I have a handheld mixer that's in the RV. So yeah, I'm planning on going to the RV next weekend. We may go this week, I don't know, but we're definitely going to go next weekend and do some more cleaning out of that. But maybe I'll see if the dog sitter can take Zeffy next weekend. That'll be fun for her because she'll have all the kids to run around with. And then the funny thing is that I'll drop her off on Friday, and she'll come home on, and I'll pick her up Monday morning. Yeah, probably Monday. Nah, got further to go this time. Might do it Sunday evening and go and pick her up. And she'll be absolutely exhausted because she would have been up all night wandering around, making sure the kids are where they're supposed to be and everybody's in their place. She's like Mama Z when she goes over there. She watches the kids. She makes sure she knows where everybody is at all times. She's hilarious. The reports I get from the dogs that are like, that really doesn't sound like my dog at times. But there was one time she was having to sit up with her 2-year-old because he was getting his 2-year-old molars in. And, of course, they were hurting and he wasn't sleeping very well and he was crying a lot. So she's sitting up there on the couch with him and just trying to keep cool compresses on there to help him get to sleep and stuff like that. Zeffy, and she sends me a picture of Zeffy, and Zeffy's sitting on the end of the couch. And she looks like she's ready to drop, but she's awake and she is watching over them. She sends me a picture of her dogs and they're like on the other couch. And I'm like, yeah, that's my Zeffy girl. That's definitely my Zeffy girl. She will, if there's a kid that's sick, it's like when we go walking, if she hears kids, she's like, ears up, head turned in that direction. She wants to go that direction to wherever the kids are. And I'm like, no, we're going this way. Those kids are fine. Because, of course, she hears the kids playing in the swimming pools and all the screaming and stuff that they do when they're out playing and everything like that. And she's like, ears honed in. Where are they? Got to go check them. So you don't have to check on every kid. Just check on this one. If she sees them playing in the playground, she wants to go to the playground and watch over them and get to know them and watch over them and things. So, yes, she's very much Mama Z at times. Call her Mama Z at times. And so, yeah. But that's my little girl. Wherever she is. Where'd she go, Zeph? Well, she's definitely not in here tonight, and I don't see her laying under the curtain, so she's probably... Nope, she's not eating. She's really funny. Sometimes she'll go and eat. But, you know, just taking the day and just as it came and just like if I walked into a room and, you know, there's laundry that need to be folded, let's get the laundry, you know, oh, look, let me go get the hangers and I'll hang everything up and get it all done and tidied up the closet a little bit, a little more than what it was. And, of course, the bed got made. The laundry's got done for that. The sheets are still sitting in the dryer. And just sort of like, oh, yeah, this... Yep, that needs to, well, those boxes need to go out to the trash can. Those ones I can do. Filled up the bins. So they're ready to go out tomorrow because we get trash on Monday. But what has interested me is that they have a separating recycle and trash. So we have a black one for trash and a blue one for recycle. Yet the same truck empties both. Not quite sure about that one, but the same truck will empty both bins and drive off to the next place. That's what I've noticed out here. So I don't know why they have a separating stuff if they're just going to put it all in the same truck. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going to go and continue my day. I think I'll go take the dog for a walk. Yeah. And then we're going to go get fish and chips for dinner, I think. Who knows? By the time we get back from the walk, we might have other ideas. I have chicken in the freezer that just needs to be thrown, you know, frozen and thrown into the oven to heat up. And who knows? We might change our minds by the time we get back from our walk. But right now, we're going to go get fish and chips for dinner. But like I said, that could change by the time we get back from our walk. But anyway, go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. Remember to take time to just hit pause and just roll with the day. You know, if you want to sit and read a book, sit and read a book. If you want to watch a movie, sit and read a movie. Watch a movie. See? Brain's still not in sync back. In sync back? It's still not back in sync. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Feeling so much better than I did yesterday. Actually, I probably did get a really good night's sleep. Not else. Maybe it'll even be better because I'll be on the new mattress protector thingy that doesn't feel like or sound like I'm on a plastic sheet. And yet I got told about, oh, these adjust to your body temperature and all of that. Most nights I'm not sleeping with any covers on me because it's just too dang hot. And the whole house is at 73 degrees. And some nights I can sleep with it at 73 degrees with the covers on. Most nights I have no covers on the bed at all because I just kick them off. I think some of them might end up on Zeffy, but she doesn't seem to worry because she likes to huddle down underneath the covers. Crazy dog, I know. Anyway, go have a super fantastic, sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hey, Konara.